What is going on, everybody? I'm hoping y'all having a great day. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be going over the stock Nvidia. I'm going to be letting you know what the price is, what the dividend is, where the price was, where it opened, where it is now, and where I think my forecast is going to be in the future. Not the near future, but the future. So let's dive right into it. We are looking at Nvidia right here. This is the max scale. So the very first thing I want to point out is, where was the IPO and when did it take place? So if we go all the way back here in November of 2001, we can see that the price of Nvidia was roughly 44 cents. So we had to open at 44 cents 65. The high was at 45 cents 86. The low is at 44 cents even. So 01 to now, what are we in? The year of 2025. So that's 24 years Nvidia has been a publicly traded company. And right now, the current price of Nvidia, which is today's Sunday, April the 27th of 2025, the price of Nvidia is $110.90, which puts us at 14,071% gains in 24 years. 14,000, let's just call it 14,000%, guys. That's pretty good. Who would have thought purchasing Nvidia back in 01 at less than $1, it would be over $100 a share? I do believe the high, let's go see, the high of it was 136.78, and that was back in November of last year, guys. Alright, so now that we know the price, we know where it opened, the IPO, we know where it is now, we know the high was 136.78 cents. Let's go look at the dividends. Now, as a dividend stock, it's not the best, right? You have way more stocks that offer a higher yield, but Nvidia is such a really good company. I buy Nvidia all the time, guys. So let's just go check out what they have been giving you per share per quarter. A quarter is every 3 months, so you get paid 4 times a year off of this stock just by holding it. So for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, for the past dividends, so the whole past year, you've only been getting a penny per share. That's nothing, right? Let's see what happens before that. We've been getting 4 cents, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month, 6 month, 7 month, 8 month, 9 month, 10. So 11 months, almost a year, almost, let's see, 1 year, 2 year. So the past 3 years, you've been getting 4 cents a share. And then it was 16 cents, and then 15 cents for a couple quarters, 14 cents for a couple quarters, 11.5 cents. Let's just call this an even 10 cents. So it's been better. It has been better than this measly little penny. But I mean, you know, it's still a great company to hold because the price is always going to go up. Regardless of the pullbacks that we have in the markets, the price of Nvidia seems to always go higher. And you can't lose holding a stock long term, guys. So let's see, where's my notebook at? Alright. So Nvidia, $110.90 per share as of today, which is April 27th, guys. I'm going to get rid of my body here. That way you don't see me no more. And we can just look at the charts. No more of my pretty face. Alright. So $110.90. So I got it broken down into 3 different things. I got it broken down to 20 shares, 50 shares, and 100 shares. Right now, if you were to purchase 20 shares of Nvidia, it would cost you $22.18. If you were to purchase 50 shares of Nvidia, it would cost you $55.45. And if you were to purchase 100 shares, it would cost you $11.90. So the next here, this is what you would get paid, $5.60 for a full year of holding 20 shares of Nvidia. So if you hold 20 shares for a whole year, your total dividend earnings would be $5.60. If you were to be holding 50 shares per year, you would get $14. If you were to be holding 100 shares, you would be earning $28 a year. All right, now let's just say if you were to hold for 20 years at this exact price, right? Let's just say the price never changed and you still held 20 shares at $110.90. In 20 years, just off of dividends, you would gain $112 for 20 years, which is roughly one share. So you would earn a share in 20 years. All right, let's do the 50 shares. You would get $14 a year times 20 years. You would have $280 for 20 years if you held 50 shares. That equates to 2.5 more shares. 100 shares, if you hold 100 shares at $28 a year times 20 years, that would be $560, which is roughly 5 more shares of Nvidia. Now that's not great. Like I said, there are way better stocks to hold if you are a dividend holder. But like I said, Nvidia is always going to go up unless the company implodes for some crazy reason, which I don't forecast seeing that happening. Nvidia is always a good one to hold, especially if you hold 100 positions. If you hold 100 or 200, you could always sell options on those and collect a premium each week. Or if you sell a month out, you collect one decent sized monthly premium. So there are other ways to make money if you do hold, say, 100 or 200 or 300 shares of any specific company, not just Nvidia. You could always sell options, covered calls, covered puts on the shares that you hold. So right now the ballpark dividend is 7 cents per share. So that is 0.04% annually, which, like I said, is not the best, but hey, it's Nvidia. So my Nvidia price prediction for the year of 2042 is give or take $2,500. Now, that is a conservative number. Of course, I know people are probably going to say, no, it's going to be a $5,000 company at that year, right? But you never know what's going to happen, so that's my conservative price outlook for Nvidia. Now, if that were to happen, right, I wish it would be more. Trust me, I wish it would be more. But I'm a conservative, so I'm going to say $2,500. So if that were to happen, your dividend would roughly be $3 per share a quarter. That means if you hold one stock, you would be getting $3 every 3 years, which equals $12 per year per share. All right. Well, I forgot a zero here, y'all. Forgive me. All right. If you have 20 shares, that means you would be earning $240 a year just off of holding your 20 shares. And the price of those shares, at the price of $2,500 per share, that's $50,000 that you would have right there. So the $240 per year, at 20 years, if you were to hold it then, plus another 20 years, you would be earning $4,800 in 20 years if you held 20 shares of Nvidia. If you owned 50 shares of Nvidia at that price of $2,500, you would have, that would be a total of $125,000. Now, per year, at the price of $2,500, you would get $600 a year just in dividends. Now, if you hold them dividends for 20 years, the 20 years worth of dividends would give you $12,000 just in dividends, just for holding 50 shares, guys. If you were to hold 100 shares at the price of $2,500 per share, that would be $250,000. Now, every year, you would get $1,200 in dividends. If you were to hold this for 20 years straight, you would get just in dividends $24,000 just for holding 100 shares. So just imagine right now, if you were to purchase 100 shares at the price of what it is now, $110.90. If you were to purchase 100 shares, you would be paying $11,090. So if and when, let's say the year 2042, it does go to the price of $2,500 like I am expecting it to, minimum, hopefully minimum, your $11,000 investment would now be worth $250,000, guys. That is a no-brainer. Like I said, the company itself could implode. You know, this is not financial advice, but Nvidia is a strong company. They have a great future, and they're leading in the chip technology. They're leading in AI technology, guys. And who knows, they may even buy out Intel in the future. Who knows? So I think it's a good investment. I personally hold over 200 shares of Nvidia. Now, I've been buying Nvidia for the past 7 years. So I have a really good dollar cost average entry on my positions. So, and I'm holding mine long term. I'm never selling them. I do sell covered calls and covered puts here and there, but I make it to where the premium's low. That way I know I don't get called out for me to sell my position. So hopefully in the year of 2042, like I'm assuming, bare minimum $2,500. Of course, I didn't pay $11,000 for 100 shares. I paid less than that because I've been buying for several years now. But I'll be sitting pretty. I'll be sitting really pretty, guys. Let's go back to the charts. We went from 44 cents all the way to 136. That's 14,000%, guys. Let's look at the 5-year. 5 years ago was trading at what, $8, $7.37. That's incredible. That's incredible. I mean, whoever is to say that's not incredible is crazy, guys. 3-year. 18, 19 cents, 137. A year ago, we were trading at $85. It went up, and of course, tariffs, the new presidential election, everything kind of went downhill. But anytime you invest in a stock, anytime you invest in a company, you're gonna always see a fall, right? If you buy something at 100 and it falls to 85, don't get worried. You know, it's the stock market. That's just what it is, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this video up here, guys. I appreciate y'all watching, guys. If y'all are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps the algorithms. And just a little fun fact, this is my very first video since I've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, guys. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all later, guys. Y'all have a great one. Peace.